Luke, we're back.
Back. Hasn't been long, has it?
No, but so we're meeting once again to talk about what's accepted in the 3% Man Facebook group because we forgot some things from last time. Because after we posted that, they're like, "Well, I watched the video. I didn't break any of those rules." And it was like, "Oh, no, you fucking did."
Exactly. Yes. So we forgot to mention, and it is kind of the first thing on the list, and that is that you must not be on this page if
You're having trouble with that light.
it's blinding my eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it is lighting me up. It does make me look a little bit like Jesus.
Yeah, people can see you better. We want to see you. Okay. So the first thing is people in the 3% Man group have to have read the book.
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, I take it, I would go one step beyond that as well. So to have read it at least once, but with the intention of continuing 10 to 15 times, because it's all, I've said this before, but it's all in the name. This group is called 3% Man. We want people who either are that 3 out of 100 or who are dedicated to becoming that 3 out of 100. So you've read it once and you're continuing to go through it time and time again. You know the principles. We don't want to be spoon feeding you basic shit.
Right. And so, I mean, we have entrance questions, and if you might be able to find some of this stuff like with a Google search, because I've talked about it on the podcast now. It's on my TikTok and whatever, but still, even if you answer the entrance question correctly and we let you in, and as soon as you ask a fucking question that's clearly answered in the book, we're not here to give you free advice. We're here to compare notes. We're fellow students.
Yeah. Yep. Fellow students of Coach Corey Wayne. And so when you are one of that 3 out of 100 who understands women, or you are committed to becoming, there are certain characteristics that you will not adopt because it won't get you that way. What's one of the first ones? Red pill rage. That is absolutely not related in or black pill rage, any of that hoe bashing anti-women behavior. That is not the sign of a man who is or wants to be 3%. That's the sign of a little bitch who's wallowing in self-pity, pointing the finger at female nature instead of bettering himself to be the kind of guy who gets that kind of girl he wants.
Exactly. Yeah. So that kind of stuff being like, we want the page to be positive. We want it to be a positive place, a place where we can be better men, and being black pill, hating women, calling them all hoes, calling them all gold diggers. They're all cheaters and shit. Like, that doesn't help anybody, and it's not welcome on the page. And if you're the guy that's all you're posting about, and if you're in the comment section just bashing women, you're going to be gone.
Yeah, you're going to be gone so quick. You're going to be gone quicker than, I don't know how I'm going to, yeah, don't worry about that. But somebody today did a classic one. Hey, fellas, this bitch belongs on the streets.
Yes, I saw that one.
Hey, Gregory, I'm sorry to have to do this, bro. I think you're really cool, but we're going to miss you.
Yeah, maybe she does. But, there's plenty of other manosphere Facebook groups that bash women. Like, go post that shit there. That's not what.
Exactly. Why does it have to be in this group?
Yeah, Troy? This is a. We're better than that.
We are better than that.
Also, like posting about like on shit like women to avoid. Oh, avoid these kinds of guys. Oh, this is a red flag. Avoid this. Like we all know.
Yeah.
Focusing on that kind of stuff doesn't help us. Like, we get what we focus on in life. If you focus on like what to avoid in women, like, you're just going to attract negative women. So you want to, go ahead.
Then they're going to get that in their life. And then we're going to have to keep hearing about it all the fucking time, not mentioning any names, but, we're going to then have to hear about all their rage and anger about, oh, how this bitch fucked me over. And I don't want to hear that shit. I'm here to be better. I'm here to improve. And so is everyone else. So are all the core members. I've got bounty hunters on this page who report everything to me. We got bounty hunters. Even if I don't see it, it's going to get back to me.
Yeah, that happens a lot too. Yeah, and so
Big
I mean, like
to our bounty hunters.
We want to focus on finding really great women because there are great women out there, and so that's why another thing, it goes back to being positive. We want to keep posts and comments positive.
Yeah, and if you do want someone to help you with the Red Pill rage, you can go to the Red Pill forums where they'll actually, they'll not only help you through it, but they'll make your rage even worse for you. They specialize in that.
That's not helpful either. We also don't want to bash 97% men or simps or betas or AFCs, average frustrated chumps, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We were all like that at some point.
Yep, that's it. We were. And I was like that, just 2 years ago, I was exactly like that. I was, that guy in the friend zone who would get aggressive and angry that he was there and try and change the situation without leaving the situation,
Yeah, I was that guy. I was always over texting. My last long-term girlfriend, I would send her flowers every fucking month like a pussy. I was just like all the wrong things, but we learned to be better, and bashing other guys doesn't build you up.
Because you got to remember how much work it took to get here.
Right. So it's not welcome on the page. It doesn't fucking help anybody. It doesn't help us be better men. That's the concept here, guys. Does it help us be better men? Because I remove posts all the time. I don't always remove people. Luke, you just fucking kill people.
I burn the whole fucking house down.
Yeah, I don't do that. Like if they post something, I usually will remove it from the page and send them a private note saying, hey, this post doesn't help us be better men, But if I keep seeing the same shit from the same person, they're out, like I give warnings. You're just fucking ruthless.
Well, what happened was I used to be quite nice, but I used to give them the warnings and go, hey, I know you didn't mean it. But what would happen is they'd say, oh, thanks, man. And then the very next day or later that afternoon, the same person would just do the same thing. So I thought, you want to get rid of a weed? What do? You kill the root, know?
Yeah.
Burn the entire lot. And so not only that, I actually blocked them so they can't reapply. Yeah. But as I say, there's plenty of other shit pages because they copy and paste the same shit to a load of, I see them in lots of groups posting the same stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's like 10 other shit pages they can, even going to notice. I mean, apart from the fact that this group is better, but this is the thing. This group is better. You get more value. Nothing's free. You pay the price by doing the work and not being a dickwad.
Right. And we all help each other out. We come up with our own content. We come up with it. We compare notes. We're actual boots on the ground practicing these principles and saying, hey, I went on a date tonight. I tried this principle from the book. This worked well for me. This didn't, and stuff like that. It's very valuable. It's a very valuable page. And
we've got access to
go ahead.
Around, really.
Say that again.
Like we've got access to some of the best resources around, like Benny, for example.
Yeah, exactly. And so, people that come in, they haven't done the work and they're just trying to mooch that free information. It's not fair. It's not fair to the rest of us that are studying our fucking asses off, Yeah,
because what you're really getting thousands. I would have said I've had about $5,000 to $7,000 worth of value from this page, at least.
Sure. Another thing we have is you must be respectful. So, and that includes in the comment section, right? Like if someone posts something, right? And now if they haven't read the book, fuck them. But if they have read the book and they said, look, I tried this thing out in the book, it didn't quite work for me. What did I do wrong here? Or something like that. And then someone just starts bashing on them for being a pussy or not doing it right or whatever. Like that's not helpful either. Like constructive criticism is very helpful, but calling them a beta, calling them, oh, you're a pussy. Oh, like that kind of stuff is just not welcome on the page. We've had that before. We've had guys go off on the page, talk about how everybody's a bunch of betas and stuff like that. Fuck off, dude.
Yeah. Go back to rule 0, because that's where they'll treat you like a hero.
Right, exactly.
But not here.
Not here. We have no self-promoting with exceptions. So like I self-promote all the time. But that's because the Come On Man podcast is basically the group's podcast. It was born of the group. I have group members on. It showcases group members in all of our paths on this experience. And we, it's a show for people that are students of Corey Wayne's, and we can compare notes on it. And it's another avenue that it's providing value, and it's free.
Yeah, that's it. So anything that does get promoted on here, it absolutely must be 100% linked to Corey, to 3% Man and this group. So that's the first piece of criteria. Secondly, it needs to be 100% free. No, oh, well, you get the first 5 pages, but to get the missing pages 6 and 7, you have to pay $5,000. Fuck off out of here. The other thing is, it has to get past the moderators. It has to be approved by one of, if not all of the moderators, has to give you the go ahead. Also, if you're, and this is the thing as well, if you're a dating coach, just add value to the group in the forms of video or whatever. Don't use your fucking clickbait shit. Our members can see right through that. These guys are very, very aware people. They understand sales. They understand game. Don't add them on Facebook and start saying, hey, man, just out of curiosity, how's your dating going? We know what that shit is because we do that to girls the whole fucking time when we're using our funnels. Like, don't fucking be a little bitch. Like, do it properly. You want to be a dating coach? Watch Benny. He just gives and gives and gives. He does not start adding people and trying to work that sales funnel. That shit will piss us off.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll add to that. If we get a lot of complaints that you're spamming group members with Messenger, you're not going to be in our group. We're not your sales lead fucking generator. But what Benny does is I think is very great.
Yeah.
Benny, he listens to people's questions and he posts video comments under theirs and gives advice, like free advice. Yeah. And he doesn't even mention that he's a dating coach most of the time. I don't think I hear him mention it.
He doesn't have a picture with some model who he hired out.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. He just gives
rented Lambo.
Right. He just gives straight value, and then he offers free programs, extremely valuable programs that people would spend thousands of dollars for free to group members. So we're totally cool with Benny posting that stuff. Today, 3% brother Steven, who runs Alpha Male Mindset on YouTube, I'll plug him here. He posted one of his videos and asked people to subscribe. I think it's okay, except for I would prefer that if he's doing that, or if you guys have your own YouTube channels, that if you post a video, add some context to it at the top. Don't just be like, hey guys, watch my video, subscribe, peace out. Say, hey, this video I think is very helpful to the group because X, Y, and Z, you learn these principles and stuff like that. Watch it, let me know what you think or something. Add some context to it.
Yeah. Make sure it's applicable and relevant to what it is we're doing here. Exactly.
But also get approval first. Make sure you reach out to one of the admins. Let's see here. We have memes or videos with no thought-provoking discussion context. So you just dump a meme in there and just write thoughts. I think you can get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, I think that's cliche bullshit. Come up with something original, dickwad.
Yeah. So what's that guy's name? Hold on, we were just talking about him. Sorry, let me pull it up here, because we have a guy that he does post some really thought-provoking stuff. I really like his stuff here. Let me see if I can
you're talking about Jahan.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry, brother. Jahan. He always posts some kind of meme. Sometimes it's just fucking random as hell. The other day he had a picture of some guy in a canyon with a Mandalorian hat on. But so normally I'd look at that picture and go, what the fuck's that doing on the page? But he has paragraphs of shit above it that's very valuable. So to me, if you're adding that kind of value, the meme is okay. If you're just posting a meme just to post a meme, just to get fake internet points, likes or whatever, then leave it. That's not what this page is for. It's not a fucking meme page. If you post a meme that's negative, that's bashing women, that's bullshit. The other day, someone posted one about women that can't decide where they want to go eat. So I removed it, because I was like, get the fuck out of here. But I turned around and made a video about it because the discussion around that is helpful. But the guy who posted it didn't add anything to it. He's just like, what do you think about this, guys? I think that you can get the fuck out of here with that.
Did you do a Luke Aylward and burn the roots as well, or did you just remove his post?
I removed his post and sent him a message saying, hey, that doesn't help us be better men. Blah. You know me, dude. You know me. I'm not
You're a good guy, Paul.
I'm not fucking savage like you.
I'm very different on Lover and a Fighter, though. On Lover and Fighter, it's a smaller community, and obviously I do as I'm instructed, and I think it is a great system. That is exactly what I do over there, But that's not the same in the sense that this is a very, very specific thing, the way we do things, and it's quite big at this point in time. At the moment, the numbers are quite high, so I can afford to ditch at least 1,000 of our 1,500.
Well, it's funny. One of the other days, like one of our longtime members, Troy, he left the page because he didn't like how we run things. And he's like, well, you can get so many more members if you're a little more lenient. But we're not really focused on quantity of members. We're focused on quality of members. Like, we really want the 3% of men out there.
Hence the name.
Exactly.
And it's funny because I think I've let one person in this month. Was it one? Yeah, one person in this month, one person in last month. Or was it two? It might have been two last month. But during the day, I will reject about 5 to 10 people a day because they like, when should, we'll give them the entry question. Like, when should we use the takeaway? And someone says, after every read of the book. Someone said every day.
Yeah.
People say, it's just like, come on, dude.
Yeah. You haven't read the book if you don't know what the fucking takeaway is. That's for sure.
Dishonesty is not 3%.
No, it's not. And then the final one that I have written down here is respect everyone's privacy. So, so I obviously have a podcast, so I use people's names in the podcast, but that's usually with permission. And if guys, don't want their name out there because they don't want their name to show up in a Google search, like I leave their last name out, or I change their name completely, and then also that goes hand in hand with the women too, that we're talking about. Cause sometimes guys will post pictures of chicks on there. That's not cool, unless like you're hiding their name or something like that. Like I always use like nicknames for the chicks I'm dating, right? Like, could have kissed you longer girl, shit test girl, drunk chick, fucking Marine Corps chick, hairstylist chick. Like I don't use their real names. I've used Marine Corps chick's real name in the podcast because she insisted on it. She was like, what, are you ashamed of me or something? I was like, no, I'm just trying to protect like your anonymity. And she's like, well, I'm proud of, like, you should be proud of dating me. I'm like, fine, fuck it. Like if you're, if you want your name to get out there, fine, here's your name. But otherwise, don't do it. We don't want guys like searching for the chicks that you're dating and stuff like that and stalking them. And like, you don't know who's on the page.
Yeah, their privacy is important. So, I like to crop, if you're sending a text message, you've got to crop it out. Crop out their picture, crop out their name, anything like that. You don't want it to be on there.
Right. And same thing with what us guys are posting in the group. Because sometimes like what we're posting is like, it can be pretty graphic, and like, you don't want your friends and family knowing what you post on the page, So, so respect everyone's privacy. It's very big. I think that covers it, Luke.
Yeah. I think it does. I don't know what else there is to say apart from, we are slowly becoming more and more hated by the day, but I won't stop until at least 50% of the manosphere hate me.
There's a goal. There's a goal for 2021.
2021, yeah, 50% of the manosphere. Because I noticed I am very Marmite. People either really admire me or they think I'm an absolute douche. We need more haters. Come on.
Do we, Luke? All right, Luke. So guys, if you have any questions about what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, just hit up any one of the admins. you know, we're almost always available. We're available on Facebook Messenger. Just ping us, and
All across the world.
We'll set you straight. It's better to ask us before you post than to post something and then have Luke just go fuck off, and then you're blacklisted forever.
Be polite and respectful, you fucking cunt.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Sure.